Let me ask you something uncomfortable. We've had 40 days of war and hell. Family members have been in reserve duty, suppliers who won't even pick up the phone, clients who've disappeared, cash flow that looks like a bad EKG. And yet, some business owners in Israel right now are closing deals, growing, moving forward. Same war, same chaos, same country. What's the difference between them and others? Now that's what I'm going to be answering today. And by the end of this video, you'll have 5 specific moves, not theory, not inspiration, moves that you can start executing right now. I'm Michael Horesh. This is the 172 group. Let's get on with it. I want to tell you a story about my son, who was talking to a foreign investor last week, non-Israeli, no Jewish affiliation, and this is what the guy said, completely unprompted. He says, I'm in awe of you people in Israel. You've got a war on, you might be getting bombed, and yet mergers are closing. High tech is booming, and foreign investment is pouring in. What is it? What are you people eating over there? My son looked at him straight-faced and said, we don't have a choice. That's the answer, and it's true. But here's the thing. Not everyone acts that way. Some people freeze, understandably, you might say. Some people wait, understandably, you might say. Some people tell themselves they'll start again when things calm down. Now, I've got to ask you, after 6 years, when we've had Corona, we've had electoral instability, 2.5 years of war, when things calm down, things don't calm down. You either build in the chaos or you don't build at all. Now, before I move on to some quick fire tips, I just want to recall what my partner Shari always says. Small actions lead to compounding impact. Another way of saying baby steps, take the baby steps. This is what the channel's all about. And if this video and the others like it give you value, please hit the subscribe button. It'll take you 2 seconds. You'll be helping the next set of business owners find this. So on behalf of them, I say thank you to you. Now let's continue with the video. My first tip is very simple but rather complicated. Build your Schwitz document. I don't care what you call it. It's an internal document, a master profile, whatever. It never leaves your desk because what you're going to put down in there is everything about you and your business, who you are, who your clients are, who your good clients are, what you've achieved, your elevator pitch, testimonials, your strengths. Don't edit it yourself. No one's watching. Well, now, why are you going to do this? Because every move that follows on from what I'm about to say is built on your Schwitz document. If you don't know who you are and you're not prepared to put it down on paper, you won't be able to market yourselves and your clients won't be able to hear you. What's interesting is that I now encourage most of my new clients to do exactly this. Again, this is a purely internal document, but you'd be amazed at the pushback I receive. In other words, people are afraid, reluctant, you may say, to tell themselves how good they are. So my question to them is always this when I hear that pushback. If you're not prepared to listen to your own good self, why do you expect others will want to hear you? Item number 2. Now here comes the clever part. Take that same Schwitz document and open up ChatGPT or whatever AI platform you're using. Paste it in, just copy and paste and say, based on this, write me a LinkedIn profile or a Google business profile. Done. Simple as that. Because Chat or whoever will then produce a professional, on-brand, keyword-rich copy in your own words of who you are, what you are, because you gave it to them in your own words. And then you update both platforms today, not next week, today. Now, profiles that are empty or generic are costing you clients every day. This fixes that in an hour. To prove the point, I was recently contacted by someone from the Americas. I asked him how he found me. He mentioned that my Google profile came up as an exact perfect match for what they were looking for. My Google profile and my LinkedIn profile are based on that very same Schwitz document, which I constantly update. Move number 3. Tell AI exactly how much money you want to make and make it give you a plan. Seems rather obvious, no? But why do most of the businesses never do that? They have vague hopes. I want to do better this year. Let's do better over the next 6 months. That's not a plan. That's a wish. That's a hope. That's an expectation. So here, what's what you can do. Open your AI platform, type, and I quote, I want to make X per month by the end of 2026. Here's who I am. Here's what I do based on my Schwitz document. Give me a 9-month work program, what I should be doing, etc., etc. And it gives you a very specific plan. And it works out how you're going to make the money. How do I know it works? Because I tested it on myself and my revenue has not dipped despite the war. Item number 4, get your marketing calendar built by AI. Now, you've got your plan. They'll go back to AI and say, give me a posting schedule for the next, whatever it is, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. What to post, which platform, how often, etc. Whether you're using Facebook only, whether you only use LinkedIn or whatever. I personally use LinkedIn, whatever your channel is. Because now you have a content calendar and you're not sitting there at the end of the week saying, what will I post next week? Where will I find time, etc., etc. You get the platform to write your post for you. Again, based on that Schwitz document. See how everything now begins to link back to that document and at a very little extra cost to your good self in terms of time, money, and effort. And finally, to wrap it all up, item number 5. And it's where most people fail, so please pay attention. I want you to put all of these moves in your diary and protect them. You now have a work schedule, a marketing calendar, a revenue target, a profile. None of it will matter if you don't block out time to implement everything. Put every action in your diary. Treat those blocks like client meetings, non-negotiable. Yes, they're a meeting with yourself and your computer, but a meeting they are. They're non-negotiable, as I say. There's no firefighting here. There are no exceptions. It's accountability. Accountability is not a personal trait. It's a system. You're building a system. Is it that simple? Yeah. Is it easy? No, because simple and easy are not the same thing. The business owners winning right now are not necessarily smarter than you. They're not necessarily luckier than you. They have decided that the war, the chaos, the madness, none of it is a reason to stop building. It's a reason to move. That's right, to move. As I say in my webinars, we all have the same 24 hours. We all have the 7 days or 6 days a week. The question is whether you're going to use them effectively. If you want help executing, not just planning, executing, come find us, the 172 group. The links are all below. And if this landed well with you, please subscribe right now and share this because someone else who's stuck may benefit. I'm Michael Horesh. Now you can stop watching me and go and build something for yourself.